What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. It's really late, but I was like, you know what, man? I'm not going to bed until I watch the latest episode of One Piece, dog. So here we are with episode 904, and let's get right into it in 3, 2, 1, let's jam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... One dream, one wish, over the top. Yo, man. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, bro. Or night, depending on when this uploads, as I always say, you know. But, yeah, man, for sure, dude. It's been a hectic week. And it's only going to get more hectic from this point on. Like, I think next week I'm gonna have to put out an update video for the changes that we made to the channel, because there's gonna be schedule changes that I'm gonna go through next week. It's gonna change quite a few things. Of course, I'm gonna still keep doing YouTube, but the way in certain things, like the schedule is gonna be different. But I'll talk about that next week. Whenever I 100% know what is going to be going down. Well, that's okay. At least some scenes from this episode. Yo, man. It's always nice seeing Kiku, Luffy, and Zoro just bopping dudes. Like they're playing Pirate Warriors. I still can't believe we were blessed with a scene, man. Kaido and Luffy, bro. I seriously do wonder, though. I need to talk to an anime only and ask him about this opening. Just sit down one day and be like, yo, how did you feel whenever you saw what you saw at the end of the latest One Piece opening? Because I'm really curious. Hiroshima got bopped, bro. I mean, he got sent to the Shadow Realm. Excuse me, Luffy sent him flying so flipping far, dude. Like, my man got disrespected in the ring and whenever Kiku cut off his top knot. Dosukoi! Dosukoi! That's Sumo Luffy. I love whenever people decide to take their anger out on someone's ancestors. You know? Like, they had absolutely nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with the sins of the father, or the grandfather, or the great-grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Zeppudi. Let me make sure this is good right here. I don't want to make, like, I always like to keep it, like, in a good thing, because you never know, man. You can start hopping around, scene gets hype. I love the way they handled the impact of the Zeppudi, bro. I mean, he sent Hiroshima flying. Title screen. Luffy rages, rescue Otama from danger. Could they cover the rest of the chapter in this episode? Bring the boss of this town. Yeah. So OST is so great. Gotta love that shot. They're shook. They're out of there. They're like, yo, we ain't dealing with this. Bro, every time I think of this soundtrack, I always think back to early One Piece. Every time. Like those early arcs, when they continue to play this OST over and over again, especially during recaps, like back in like Alabasta and Skypiea. Yeah, man, that's right. Going from sumo wrestling match to a sword fight. I know someone else who does that, but we digress. You know what I'm saying? We digress. You gotta love whenever Luffy uses a blade. I love Luffy, bro. This man has a blade in hand and still punches dudes. That's how you know you're disrespecting people. Blade in hand, and you still decide to punch him. That's amazing. The moment you see Zoro just flick it up just a bit, you already know like 4 dudes are about to go down. They did a great job with that scene. Okay. Yo, Kiku hit him with that stance, though. I always love that stance. Regardless of who uses it. Like, almost every time I've ever seen that stance being used, I think back to Raiden from Metal Gear Solid in Metal Gear Rising. He would always use that stance, just getting ready for one of those combos. They didn't stand a chance with one blade, let alone all 3. Let alone. Is that coming from here? Did I hear that wind? Did that come from the anime? Flying Flagnars was that? Can only imagine, man. Still one thing, bro, like that almost any of us can relate to when it comes to seeing someone in a situation like that. If you've ever been hungry, all you have to do is just think about having that same hunger, but for days on end, not having a single choice in the matter, man. So back whenever I used to work at a restaurant, man, we would always make sure to save the leftovers, bro. This is the one OST that was used in the Thomas scene, right? I love this soundtrack. And this is the soundtrack used in the Thomas scene. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it goes in hard. Can't even buy water. Obliterating. They don't. It's like whenever you go into a video game and you have somebody that's level 99, like in Final Fantasy, right? It's like you're playing. It's like you're playing right here in this instance, right? It's like Cloud Tifa Barrett, and you're going up against these fodder soldiers from like the beginning of the game, like back like still in the Midgar section, taking on like level 4. Certain types of individuals that you should take on when you're not level. Just one-shotting them. That's what Luffy, Zoro, and Kiku are doing here. Urashima got sent. Dude, look at that. Just look at the imprint on his stomach, on his body. Like, yo, Luffy's a pretty real deal left a slap, dog. But you can tell my man's got slapped. Got slapped so hard he landed on someone else. Gotta give Tama credit, though. I would do the same thing in that situation. Try to use that to my advantage. Flagnard's out of there. This man hold him, bro. My God. Yeah, it tilted the balance of the entire building. Magistrate killer, Zoro Judo's ally. Baldaboo. Hey, and Tama has like that glimmer of hope. Like, alright, the king is here. Luffy does not act. He's not acting like he owns the place. My man, Real Deal, does own the place. Who's stopping him? Who's stopping him? That's right here and right now. I wonder if in like separate sections of this arc, if they're going to change up those transitions and like give us some of like the other Straw Hats, but with like the same type of Wano tune. Speaking of the Wano tune, for anyone who has Japanese Treasure Cruise, I've been playing Treasure Cruise JP a lot lately, trying to get Kaido, which I haven't gotten him yet. But man, dude, the soundtracks they play during the Wano events are so nasty. Like, yeah, it's great. This beat sounds good. That's exactly how I expected Speed to sound like. You guys hear the soundtrack, dude? Like, is it Speed or is it Sephiroth? Like, no joke. Horse smile. I thought of Hijikata whenever I heard that for some reason. They're out here doing acrobatics while trying to... Dog just put out the fire. They're out here doing acrobatics. For real! These dogs are out here... They're doing acrobatics. Like, bro, just put out the fire. That sumo event ended in a dub. Golden finally shows himself. Imagine that, man. It's a pretty cool hilt. There he is. Luffy, bro, show this man who the real boss is. I mean, to be honest with you, he didn't mean to. He just hit him so hard, he sent him flying in that direction. Man, Irishima. For someone who was taking non-stop dubs in sumo, and then got fodderized in his own game. You can't say nothing about it. You're talking to the future king of the pirates, dog. Relax. Take it easy. Shooting Maru the thief. Hmm. Been a lot of close-ups this episode. I'm focusing on the eyes. I feel you, dude. I feel the same way. Look at this man has a lion on his stomach. Acting like he's a professional wrestler. Yo, man, if they handle this upcoming scene, yo, next episode's gonna be nasty. Ooh, I can't wait to see how they handle it. Yeah, when the king says that, you back off. Cause you know what he says, yo, he means this better be a shoot. Law's always stressing over the Straw Hats, man. Well, I mean, you can't blame him, especially for the type of character he is, the type of person he is. Come on, let's see the preview. Oh yeah, next week's episode is gonna be exciting. And here's the romance down. Dude, I cannot wait for this special. I'll definitely be on here for this one. Can't wait. Adventures of Anne and Luffy back in the OG romance Dawn, man. But this week's episode very similar to last week's in terms of the pacing and the way that the episode was structured. They're definitely trying to extend it as much as possible, which I can sort of understand when it comes to wanting to pace out the acts in the way that they want to. But at the same time, I felt like in this week's episode, I kind of wanted them to get to the end of 9/17, but I kind of feel like, you know what? I think I probably base how I feel about this week's episode when next week's releases, because next week is the true portion of this part where like it really starts going down in this section of these chapters. So look forward to seeing how the anime handles those two particular confrontations that are going to be taking place, and seeing where next week's ends, because from here on out, if they stay faithful to the way the manga ends, we're going to have back to back to back to back to back to back cliffhangers for quite some time. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they handle that. But aside from that, this week, enjoyed the action with Kiku, Zoro, and Luffy as always. He's going around fodderizing those individuals. The Hold'em stuff was pretty comedic. Hearing Speed for the first time was really nice. But aside from that, it was overall a decent episode. Not a lot moved forward. It seemed like we were about to get to something, and then that's whenever it finished. So definitely look forward to next week's episode. It's going to be a lot of fun. Just being able to see those moments. Just seeing a little peek of it right there had me super excited. One really nice note about this week's episode, though, is really, really nice close-ups and shots overall of the characters from like an upper body standpoint. There's some really nice camera angles that I appreciate. So that was definitely one big positive that I got from this episode, man. But aside from that, solid episode this week. Looking forward for more. Next week's definitely going to be a really good one. Might end up being one of the best episodes of the arc so far if they handle it very well. So I'm super excited for that, man. But let me know what y'all thought about this episode in the comments. I will see y'all next time. Peace out. One Piece greatness, yo.